Jananing Saradang Deving Ramakrishna Jagadgurum Pada Padme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Namaskar, welcome to today's musing. Today I have chosen the topic of reasoning in spirituality. As I was going through the book Swami Yatiswarananda as we knew him, I came across this beautiful memoir of Swamiji by Pravrajika Sarada Pranaji, and the name of the topic is Guru is not a person but a divine presence. And I came across this beautiful excerpt of a discourse by Swami Yatiswarananda ji on place of reasoning in spiritual life. I will first read out for you the small excerpt and then I will speak out my own words. Once in class, Swamiji was discussing place of reasoning in spiritual life. He said there are three types of reasoning. One is childlike reasoning, the other is logical reasoning, and the third is materialistic reasoning. Supposing two buckets, one of water and the other of beer, are kept in front of an ass. The ass drinks water but not beer because the animals do not take things which harm them. This is a logical reasoning, but the materialistic reasoning says that the ass does not drink beer because it is an ass. Swamiji continued, no doubt one should intellectually understand spiritual path, but too much reasoning is not good. We are drunk with the wine of ignorance, so do not see our true self. Through spiritual life, we realize what we actually are. So this is a very beautiful saying by Swamiji that there are three types of reasoning in the path of spiritual realization. Childlike reasoning, I think it is based completely on intuition and pure innocence, which is so innate and inborn of a child. As a child, it knows that its mother is the best and it has got infinite faith in its mother. It is not bothered about what strength its mother possesses and what are its mother's attributes, whether she is capable of protecting it or not. But a child has immense faith and strong conviction that whatever come may, mother is always there to protect, to take care of it. Sri Ramakrishna has beautifully said in the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna that a devotee should either be like a kitten or like a monkey child. We always have seen how a small kitten lies down anywhere only mewing and calling its mother. It doesn't know how to save itself or where to go. It is completely dependent on its mother, whether its mother keeps it in a heap of ashes or on a bed. It is not bothered. It lies down wherever its mother keeps it. It's fully dependent on its mother, and this type of complete surrender to the Almighty we should have, as if we are like small kittens who are completely dependent on our mother. This type of reasoning is called childlike reasoning, which knows no logic behind its infinite faith. And like a monkey child also, it always clings to its mother. Wherever the mother goes, it goes with the mother, clinging very fast, very hard to its mother. With all its strength, it clings to its mother, oblivious of the fact whether it will fall down or what will happen to it. By its own conviction and faith in its mother, a monkey child clings to the mother. This is also how a devotee can be. It should try to have immense faith and firm conviction that the mother is there to protect, to guide. Only the devotee has to cling to the mother in some way or the other. This is all about childlike reasoning, which knows no logic, only by intuition, by strong faith, by firm belief, one can advance on spiritual path having childlike reasoning. Now we come to logical reasoning. Logical reasoning is based on intellect, on intelligence. If we have strong intellect, it's very beneficial on spiritual path, because by the power of discretion and by using our intelligence and power of logic, we can segregate between the real and the unreal and have our conviction firmly based on the higher truth. So this is about logical reasoning. And the last is materialistic reasoning. Materialistic reasoning is based on lust and greed. Through materialistic reasoning, one cannot advance much on spiritual path. Lust and greed is cultivated only for materialistic benefits. It's for sense enjoyments. One person who is completely involved in materialistic pursuits in the world of sense enjoyments are driven by immense lust and greed. Materialism should be avoided on the path of spiritual progress. So these are the three types of reasoning, but too much of any type of reasoning is not beneficial on the path of spiritual progress. What Sri Ramakrishna has told is that God realization cannot be obtained through any reasoning. God realization is beyond all sorts of reasoning. Through logical reasoning and use of intellect, one can advance to some extent on the spiritual path, but ultimately one has to go beyond reasoning and develop faith and belief, which is unconditional, and this way one can be one with the ultimate self, the absolute. I would like to end with another story, which is the continuation of Swami Yatiswaranandaji's discourse, and it goes this way. I am continuing whatever I was reading earlier. While going higher, one should be very careful lest we should fall. Chances of falling are greater as one goes higher and higher. Once a Dutch man came to India. Before he met me, he went to the Himalayas with a batch of some Swamis. The road is very narrow and one has to be very careful while climbing. This man was very fond of taking snaps. One day he was taking snaps. He slipped and fell down and he was finished. So also in spiritual life, one has to be very careful. So this is what Swami Yatiswaranandaji has said in his discourse. It tells us about reasoning and its place on spiritual path and how we should be careful as we advance as spiritual seeker. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.